Hello everyone, this is A.THASNI from Department of Computer Science and Designing from SNS College of Engineering. So today we are going to see about Node.js and Express. In that video, we're going to see about the topic called as List API. So the List API refers to an application programming interface, which is called it as API, which is developers use to perform operations on list of arrays or data. The specific functionality provided by List API can vary depending on the programming language or framework being used, which is adding elements, removing elements, accessing the elements, iterating through the list, sorting, searching, size and capacity management, concurrency, and thread safety. So in the adding elements, which we are used to add the new elements to the list either at the end or beginning or specified position, and removing elements, which is nothing but methods to remove the elements from the list by index or by value. Accessing the elements to retrieve elements from the list by either by index or by other criteria. Iterating to the list, which is support the iterating over the elements, allowing developers to perform operation on each element sequentially. Sorting is nothing but according to the list, the specified criteria, which are such as natural ordering or custom comparator. Searching, which is used to search for elements within the list, returning either the index of the found element of boolean indicating its reference. And the size and capacity management query, the current size of the list, manage its capacity such as resizing operation. And the concurrency and thread safety is nothing but depending on the language or framework, the list API may offer the concurrent access and thread safety. Next one is the automatic server start, which is a capability of server system automatically restart itself without manual intervention in the event of certain failures or issues. So in that crucial moment, we are ensuring the server application remain available, responsive, and minimizing downtime and disruption to services. There are some reasons which is nothing but which is failure recovery, which is encountered due to software bugs or resource exhaustion. Memory leaks, which is a long running application, can sometimes experience memory leaks and gradually consuming all memory available, restarting the server periodically. Performance degradation is nothing but degrades over the time due to resource fragmentation or either other reason. Restart can restore optimal performance. Software updates nothing but after installing updates or patches. Server often need to be restarted to apply the changes effectively. Next one is the implementation strategies, which is a monitoring or alerting, watchdog process, scheduling restart, fault tolerance, high availability, and we have seen some one example. Monitoring and alerting using monitoring tools to detect server failures and performance degradation, which can trigger automated restart procedure. Watchdog is nothing but monitor critical service and application. If they stop responding or fail, the watchdog can initiate a server start. Next one is a schedule restart. Schedule regular restart during maintenance windows or periods of low user activity to avoid the issues caused by long uptime. Next one is a fault tolerance. In a high availability setup, automatic failure over mechanism may be integrated to switch to redundant server instead of restarting the same server. For instance, like web server like Apache in Nginx might be configured with a script or service manager that monitoring. And next one is testing. In testing APIs, which is application programming interface, is crucial to ensure that functionality, reliability, security, and performance. API testing involves verifying the API behaves as expected, returns correct responses to various inputs, handles errors gracefully, and meet all specified requirements. The types of API testers, which is functional testing, non-functional testing. In functional testing, we value about the endpoint testing and integration testing, testing interaction between multiple API endpoints to ensure work together as expected. And endpoint testing is the API endpoints to verify that they return expected response for a valid input or the handle errors correctly. Next one is the next non-functional testing, which involves the performance testing, security testing, reliability, and usability testing. Performance, which will test the API's response time, throughput, scalability, and the different load condition. Security testing, which is vulnerabilities such as SQL injection, XSS attacks, ensuring proper authentication and authorization mechanism. And usability testing, how user-friendly initiative the API is to developers who will develop with it. Testing in APIs, which is automated testing, which involves unit testing, integration, and regression, documentation testing. And the common tools and techniques that we used is the API testing tool, mock servers, contract testing, and load testing tool like JMeter, Gating, Apache, Bench, etc. etc. Then create API is nothing but a specific rather than typically the concept of designing and implementing an API that allows users or developer to create, manipulate, or manage sources in a time. And then define the purpose, designing the API using the HTTPS methods and data structures define usual format JSON and XML files that API will accept or return. Next, authentication and authorization, which involves the error handling, documentation, testing, security, versioning, and monitoring and analytics. Thank you.